Hi everyone, and welcome to Teresa Ivanore's coloring community here on YouTube and in Facebook. I just wanted to do a quick short video to ask you, have you ever had one of those days where you started coloring and you had to put it away because either you weren't feeling good or you had unexpected company pop by or you just had other plans pop up last minute? Well, let me share with you why I've come up with this idea. As many of my members know, I am very busy making color combinations or coming up with different ideas for our group. And when I start coloring, which is not that often lately because I've been busy with certain volumes that I've been working on, but when I do like to color, I like to record what I'm using so that I know when I get the opportunity to get back to my work or my page or my art, what I was using for that specific project. So in my Facebook group, you will see a whole bunch of different versions of a sheet called Color Combos Worksheet. And what it is it allows you to mark down what you're working on. So for example, this coloring book I ordered through Coloring Bliss, and I basically picked out and personalized it for pages that I wanted to learn how to color or have fun going through it and trying my different media. So as you can see, I haven't done much coloring, but I have had some completed in here. So one of these days I'll get through the whole book. Now, looking at this one that I started, here's my color combination sheet of what I plan to use for this page. I'm working on the Ganghui pencils, and the artist is Jennifer Stay, so I wrote her name in here. And because it's a book that I personalized, I didn't fill it out. But for example, let's say you are one of my Facebook members and you're working on, let's say, a Clara Markova book or a Christine Aldrich book. You can write it in there or write the name of the file in there of which project you're working on. And then what I do is I fill out my form. Now, because I am a planner when it comes to coloring my pages, I find I get very stressed out if I am looking at a page. For example, if I come to here and I just want to pull out my pencils or markers and color, I just personally can't do that. I need to sit down and say, you know what, I want to use browns and yellows on this page. Then I will go through my swatch books, as I mentioned previously in my other video, is I'll go through and I'll choose what kind of colors I wanted to use. Or I'll go to my volumes that already have pre-made color combinations in it. Then I'll choose my pencils or my media that I'm going to use, and I make my sheet and I fill it out. Now there's times when I fill it out and then let's say I'm not going to use this combination. I'll just scratch it off. It's not a big deal, but at least then I know it's here. It's ready to go. I can pull up my media and have them set up in my little containers so they're out of the way. And when I need that combination, I just grab and start coloring. It also just helps keep your workspace clean and tidy so that you have more room to spread out your artwork. Now, looking at this, I just want to show you how you quickly complete the form because they're not difficult to do. As you can see, I use my little ovals up at the top for the different colors that they are. Then the first squares on the top row is usually the model number that's right on the actual pencils or media. And then because many of you know, or if you watched my video earlier of how to number your pencils or why I number my pencils, you'll see on here I have a section there for my numbers. So these are my numbers, that's the media numbers, and then the color of the pencil or marker or watercolor, whatever you're using, you can mark it down. So for example, this is the one specific kind of pencils that I used. What do you do with these sheets, you may ask? Simple. Either save them with your art, either tape it to the back. Like when this is done, I usually tape it to the back, or you can do what I do. And I have a small little binder because I use just the half sheets. These half sheets are available. There's full sheet designed. There's some that are designed with bigger sections for people that want to write more or have the color names written out. So you'll just have to choose which one works better for yourself if that's the route you want to go. But what I do with my sheets is I store them all in one of these little binders in the protective sheets. And yes, I go one step further, and because I've taken pictures of my images either to post on Facebook or save them digitally, because all my artwork is stored on a digital picture frame so that I can enjoy looking at my art and see my progress from day one to current days. Mind you, I haven't uploaded any in the last couple of months, but what I do is I upload them to the flash or the USB card that's on the picture frame. I have a 7x10 or 8x10. I'm not sure. I can't remember the size. And it's in the living room, and we sit there, watch TV, and in the middle of commercials or whatnot, I get to enjoy watching my art flash through the process. So it's a nice thing to have. And I also have company that comes by, friends and family, and they're like, oh, wow, that's a nice picture. When did you do that one? And it comes to mind. So it's something that you might want to look at doing to have others enjoy your art as much as you are. So in here, you'll see, like I said, I do a little snippet and I print out the page and I add it with my color combo. So on here, you don't have to always stick to the same kind of media. Let me quickly find something here for you. That one's all Prismacolor. Here's one. On top here for this art page, this page here that I did actually as a color challenge, I used polychromos, I used Copics, I used luminance, I used the Colleen pencils, Premieres, Scholars, Lyras, and the embellishments, I used some Sparkle Pops and also some gel pens with glycerin. So you can see how I mark it all down so that I know that in future, it's like, you know what, I remember I did this art, but I don't remember how did I get that background texture. Well, now if I go back and I look at my sheet, where did I mark down what I did for my background? Oh, my background was the Sakura Blue Metallic gel pen with the silver glitter gel pen and the clear glitter gel pen, and I mixed it with glycerin to give that smoky gray background. So then this way it's easier for you to go back and take a look at your art and say, I want to know how to do that. Or for example, on this one, how did I get that gold? Well, if I look up here, here's my gold combo, so that I know that this is what I used, and it's all marked down and it's easier to find. Or the same thing with the silver. How did I do my silver bells? There's my silver bells in Prismacolor. So it's a way to keep a record of what you are doing, especially when you have a lot of work in progresses on the go. You always want to make sure you remember where you left off, and you want to keep these sheets because it helps you remember what you've used in the past. So again, these combo worksheets or record sheets or tracking sheets or whatever you want to call them, they are saved in my Facebook page files section. It's Teresa Ivanore's Coloring Community. And for those of you who have purchased my Amazon or books from Amazon in the past, or even the PDFs through me, the back of the book used to say Teresa's coloring group for Prismacolors and Polychromos color combinations. It was a really long title. We shrunk it down so it's easier to remember and easier to find. So if you have any questions regarding these sheets, feel free to watch the video again just to see how you fill them out. If it's still confusing to you, drop a line in our Facebook group and our members will show you how to fill them out or help you along. And if I'm kicking around, I will certainly help you as well. So enjoy your coloring, enjoy your recording of your color combinations, because you are going to want to keep these going forward. And your best bet is to store them all in one spot so that you can go through at a glance and say, oh, I remember that combination. I want to use that on this new page that I'm working on. So have fun, and I look forward to seeing your artwork posted in our group. Talk to you soon.